Here's the deal.
Hug him.
No. Here's the. It's normal. You people should be able to hear me or relay it. But anyway,
Yeah.
if you look on the map, we have 3 red dots, a
Yep.
black dot, and a question mark.
Yeah.
Welcome to Fallujah, gentlemen. We believe that after we pulled out, there's a lot of civil strife within the town. Middle Eastern militia,
User joined your channel.
ISIS forces, whatever.
Jesus Christ, who just has that feedback?
Don't interrupt me again. And we believe that the center of this is a few different warlords that have a few different ammo caches that we need to take care of. This will be one of our first steps to retaking the town and establishing law and order. Now, within that specific area, there's a few different frickin' blocks. It's a district on itself. We believe there are either 2 or 3 ammo caches under Middle Eastern militia control. You are to patrol that area and demolish them if you find them. Be aware that we are also going to have another team operating in that same area, so watch your fucking fire. Enemy composition will be light with a few possible enemy technicals. And your long range channel to reach me will be 50. Hey, firm?
Firm.
Okay.
Civilians?
Unknown.
That's Fallujah, probably a lot.
Yeah, it's
I-
frames, probably not.
You know of any buildings that look like they're big enough for having ammo caches in them?
Negative, but we know the ammo caches themselves are pretty big. So, possible camo netting around them or something. Any other questions?
Sounds good.
Alright, cool. I gotta run over to tier 3. Feel free to organize, pick your squad lead, and mount up whenever.
Just a quick question. What uniforms are we wearing?
The ones you fucking spawn with, and if you change them, I hope you get
User left
shot.
your channel. Alright, get back to the old uniform, guys.
Up in the Vats game.
That doesn't mean
Ha!
he really didn't want a squad.
He didn't want a squad lead, so he DC'd. Alright, tier 3. First off, your long range frequency to reach me is 55. Second off, I wouldn't use 50, 60, 70 because the tier 2 noobs are going to use them, so use something else for short range communication. Your objective is as follows. Now, if you look on the map, you're going to see 3 red dots, a black dot, and a red question mark. The tier 2 guys have been ordered to start at the black dot and patrol the area for ammo caches. I'm going to give you a bit of a tougher objective. At the top right dot, if you were to draw a box using that dot and the question mark, there is a very specific someone with a laptop that we would like you to retrieve. It has some very critical data on what we're going to be doing for the rest of this campaign. He'll most likely be well defended, possibly under some sort of camo net to hide himself from our aerial scouting, and he'll most likely have a few guards around him. Enemy composition overall, it's Middle Eastern militia with ammo caches and possibly a few technicals. They will be moderately well armed. We just need you to retrieve the laptop and pull out. That's it.
Long question?
Also, tier 3 and above, I'd like to have a word with you after you finish your op. We have a tier 4 op later, and I can only message fucking 4 people at once on the damn forum, so I couldn't invite everyone at once. Ugh. Anyway, that's all I got. Any questions for me?
Yeah,
Pretty simple.
Can we set up drone?
Yes, you can set a drum. 5x5. Alright, hey guys, what is up? Liru, the Lance Corporal here, first tier 2 and tier 3 op. I'm really looking forward to this mission. There is not much to be set up in this AO. It's meant to be easier, but I will set up a few camo nets here. If I know how to spell fucking camo. Thinking we should use hex or something. Just quickly setting up this.
User joined your channel.
This is just to make sure they can still come through. I'm going to be setting up a few duds to mess with them. And then one more, and this will be where I actually put the damn thing. So we need our officer, whoever he may be. Fucking, do the Middle Eastern militia even have fucking officers or a warlord? That's good enough for me. Good enough for me. And then his intel. That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. I hit one below it. True, I have it on fucking...
User joined your channel.
Perfect. So tier 3 will be mainly operating in this district, and then tier 2 will be around here. So I'm going to add about 2 or 3 more roaming squads. Gonna mainly work on fire teams. Again, most bang for the buck, so I can reduce frames as little as possible. And our 2 ammo caches, we've got one here, we've got another one. Where did I even put the other one? Fuck's sake, Liru. So we got one here, and we got one over here. Alright, so these guys definitely need a roamer. And that should be good. I mean, for this AO, again, trying to keep it a little on the realistic side. How are frames without combat? Let's quickly look at that from the Zeus interface. It's probably going to be around 55. I love you, game.
Tier 2, do you copy on this net?
Alright, so they've sent a drone out. I'm going to add one more roaming squad. Just one more. Since I didn't know our frames would be able to be that good.
This is T3 team, tier 2s, do you copy?
User left your
This
channel.
is High Command. You are not allowed to interact with the tier 3s in any way. You technically don't even know they exist.
What? So, alright.
That makes sense. Okay,
We'll probably be poo-poo. What?
That's sensible.
Alright, fucking 55 is long range.
Sorry, Blackout people. You don't even exist. I'll still make a friendly fire scenario. I mean, it's only sensical. So Billman sent his drone out. Looks like the other team has deployed a drone. Bill's gonna immediately get eyes on here. From this angle, we can see 2 of the camo nets. But the third is actually pretty tough to spot between these trees, and that's exactly why that warlord picked that location. Now, I'm also going to try to angle a 2-man fire team right behind. Actually, no, I'll put it at a much taller building behind here, and this is just to move a group to that other camo net. So many factions, so little time. You're not a sentry team. You're a fucking sniper team. I guess someone misspelled some shit. Perfect. If there were more players, I'd add IEDs, but I think I'm not going to have that going. Did I reach a Patreon goal? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, technically Deadwalker just broke it. So, I think what was that Patreon goal? I gotta publicize my mod sets publicly, and, oh, great. I gotta publicize my mod sets publicly. There's that, and, I'm gonna start doing map reviews. Because, honestly, there's some really, really cool maps out there. They've all got their positives, they all got their negatives. There's also plenty of maps to look out for. And I think that'll be cool, as well as mod reviews. Because there's some really good mods out there. There's some other mods where you really need to know a few things before you even start, like, Zeusing with them, or doing anything with them, that are very important. I think just getting that information publicly out there is cool, because... You know, we got plenty of channels that release, you know, really cool mods. Say, hey, this mod's great, does this, this, and this. But when you start working with it, it becomes a huge pain in the ass because there's some things that don't work in the way you intend. And I think just having a channel or a series to talk about those issues would be really beneficial for people. Because this channel, you know, it's about fun and game. Why are you floating? Good God. Someone frickin'... You guys have amazing leg strength. Jesus fucking Christ. The US government thinks you're all idiots, but I see that. But a series on those two subjects I think is a good idea. So thank you guys for helping me reach that goal. Thank you for funding the servers, because we're probably going to do a server change soon if issues persist. We're just doing micro edits because some of these guys, Jesus. Guess the AI positioning isn't as good. I'm just happy that we get this. Okay, it's teetering around 59 now, but if we go on the ground, for example, no combat or anything, configure. Okay, it drops down a bit to around 55, 56, 57. So something about Fallujah, it's a really cool map, but you need to be extremely diligent about the frames. I've got to delete bodies left and right and center, and I don't trust the script to do it because I can set the parameters, but the minimum is a minute. If I see an entire team go down, I'm probably going to instantly delete them. What is up with you floating motherfuckers today? Also, I'm going to... Drone's already up, though. I probably can't reposition stuff. I'm just making small micro edits. That's fine. So, we'll see how it all goes.
User joined your channel.
Let's look at our AI settings. And I'm going to be modeling these off of the 506th right now. And then as these guys get better, I will start moving them back to what I think Tier 2 and Tier 3 and Tier 4 should represent. So, we're not going to do... I can't do any of the fun things because frames are a very big issue. I've got a single sieve for scouting. If I could, I'd have a lot more sieves down, but I can't do that. So, let's look at our global AI skills. We're going to drop accuracy to about 35 because, 1, it's first person lock, 2, these guys aren't going to have good aim. General skill will drop down to 45. Weapon handling, 45. Spotting, though, these guys know their territory. I'm going to put them at 60. I'm actually going to adjust general skill to 50 because this is their homeland. They know their territory, and they know what's going on. I'm going to put 2 guys here just to see if the gas station blows up. Then again, that's going to cause massive fucking lag, so I probably shouldn't inspire that. Maybe with the technical. I don't know. Otherwise, it looks like Tier 3 has already started their operation. Looks like they found the camo nets in the corner of the district and they're already moving out. The thing is, if Tier 2 gets in a pinch, I can also deploy Tier 3 and then radio to Tier 2 that, you know, I'm sending in a backup. But if Tier 3 starts the ballpark early, they're going to take on the blunt of this entire AO by themselves. I want them to grab the laptop, RTV, they'll technically give it to me, and then I could just send them back in and tell them to blow up the ammo caches by the time Tier 2 probably sets anything up. But this is what distinguishes Tier 2 and Tier 3 mainly. The Tier 3 guys, they know how to plan, they know how to execute stuff, they know how to send recon and do their shit, and they know how to do it within the blink of an eye. Tier 2 means you know what you're doing, it's just you're not as fast. You're not as skilled, and you just don't know what you're doing. It looks like they're going to divert into 2 fire team sized elements. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. So 2 6s. That would be 2 sub squads. Teams of 6s are pretty nice though. That's what my PMC rolled with. You know, I don't really get the face wear because it's really fucking hot out here. So if you want to cook yourself while you die, then sure. But what I think they do is 4 people. I hope they know that they're all set to medic so they can have anyone pack because they're all supposed to know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, 4 people come on the outside, they move in with the vehicle, they start contacts. They could either push through or break contact, but there's a lot of roaming fuckers around here, so they need to be careful because some also have AT capabilities. It's usually about 2 per fucking roaming squad of death, which are the rifle squads. And I'm unsure if they've positively PID'd where they need to be. This is Warlord Habib's son. He is a friend of Habib, and he is going to die today, hopefully. Or they could park the car. This is one of the few times I would not get mad if they just left the asset here, because 6-man team just operating like this is pretty effective. Looking at their weaponry, I'm actually impressed. Except for you. Like, you don't really need that in this environment. Maybe for some of the longer engagements, but you could easily use just a PIP RCO or something that would give you the range you need for these longer type engagements. That's more for like, if the district was like here, for example, which is what they're currently in, and we had this really long open terrainy area, then yes, I'd understand bringing, you know, a marksman, but here it's not needed necessarily. How do you get into an op? You gotta join a Friday op first. We had our Friday op yesterday. It was really, really good, except for the server dying, but I'm gonna make my own fucking mission file, and if it doesn't break, then, you know, we'll know it's just a fucking mission file issue. But we had an event on Altus that we assaulted a real world position, and we had a D-Day how would I say it? Like a D-Day reenactment, but with modern shit, and that was also going very well. So you just got to join in on that, make a forum account. And the forum account is really just for if you get higher in the world. I'm supposed to use the forums to message you very specific things, like the Tier 4 op we're going to do later today, which will be on the Crimea Islands or whatever. They're going to be doing a submarine insertion. So overall, I'd rate this AO probably a 7 out of 10. It's a really cool AO. It's really fun. It's just, it loses the 3 points for it's just a cock tease with the frames. It's a very big trap for a Zeus that might be starting out here because they might put down a bunch of shit, not manage the frames properly, and then next thing you know, people are running around with 5 frames and getting one-shotted by AI. But it has a lot of potential. I'd probably even bump it up to an 8. Yeah, 8 out of 10 would be better, but it sucks, because if I had had it my way, I'd heavily garrison the shit out of this. I'd have a bunch of, like, sentries on different buildings just for recon, and I'd have more centralized patrols, but I can't do that. I've got to have more roaming patrols around because I got to cover more of the AO. I can leave empty spots as well, but even with this many units down, to bring the server down from like 75 to 60, 61-ish from the Zeus interface from when I spawn in to the server by myself, just what I have to work with. Tier 2, it looks like they are now finally leaving base. Cool. Looks like some of them are marking dots. Here's the deal. Both teams will be able to see each other's map markers, though, so I might have to handicap Tier 3 and say you can't use map markers just to make them the quote-unquote more elite group, but I don't want them to be too handicapped like that. Now, they should know, based on the amount of units just walking around this area, this is where the enemy officer is. I'm being nice here, and I'm putting it at the edge of the AO, because they're just getting their feet wet here. Tier 2 has the tougher time. I don't know which route they're going to take first. If they take a right, there's going to be an issue. But it looks like they're also number marking different buildings with enemies. Maybe this represents the amount of enemies they see? Possibly. I don't know. This drone needs to come a little more over the center of the AO, in my opinion, and start getting a few angles. This is also one of my main little critiques I have. They always put the drone in a single spot, and then they just leave it up there, and that really hurts them, because what if they need to see something that that one angle can't see? Alright, from up here, the drone might be able to see a portion of that camo net. Question is, will it? Just, if you move the drone around, like, I usually use a triangle to get a full perspective of the AO, because one angle, or even two angles, might not show you something that might be behind a tall building over here. For all you know, a Zeus, like, an evil Zeus could, have a mortar pit or a deadly vehicle back there. Who the fuck knows? I mean, good God. I think these were two good cache spots, though. One in the center, because obviously you need it close by, and then one on one of the edges to, you know, let Lady Luck factor in. If they go north, great, they'll get it first. If they go right, well, that might be the last one they take out. Excuse me. They're still driving around. I do have this one civilian here to kind of be a scout.
User was moved to your channel.
Ah, for fuck's sake, Tarl. Okay, I think someone just moved him for me. Let me just check. Yep, cool. They're marking this garrison now, so based on their reconnaissance, they're able to mark most of these positions. There's still one over here that's unmarked. I'm wondering if they're going to mark any of these units that Tier 3 is going to be operating in. Hell, I wonder if they're going to see the Tier 3 guys moving in. These guys are moving very slowly, very tactically. Their spacing could be a little bit better, but I understand why they're staying tight-niched here. This is an open area. They're hugging buildings. They're checking corners. They're doing a bit of a domino effect here. So one person will cross, the other person will overwatch, and I don't think the last person's going to cover. They're trying to. They're crossing over. They're trying. They're trying. But still looks really fucking cool. Tier 5 is basically Zeus, which is myself, management, and administrative. Tier 5 doesn't really mean you get any additional ops. It's just the guys that really helped me establish this community. Establish training and help me rule on executive decisions like promotions, demotions, and how to deal with fuckwits. Billman and Auntie, for example, oh, and Sniper Wolf are all tier 5. They're also some of the best players I have. Basically, if you're tier 5, one, you do need to be like a tier 3 that's been invited to tier... Excuse me. You need to have experience in the game. That's what I'd like, because usually you're going to handle training if you're tier 5. Otherwise, there's no point for you to have that role. So if you're tier 5, then you get to play all the fun ops. Then again, I think 80% of my fun ops are fucking fun ops. The only ones I'd say that aren't really fun, probably the tier 0 welcoming ops. And that's only because, hold on, just they're a pain in the ass for some people to manage. So he's dropped. Contact is broken. That was a really wide angle for them to swing on. So this guy radioed in, there's Americans coming, we're going to try to push that technical up. We've got contact being broken in 2 different spots. These guys swung around a lot. I wasn't expecting them to spot. Maybe it was just through the buildings or something? I have no idea, but now they're setting up ambush tactics. Sniper Wolf drops him. Now we're going to see some enemy units come out. Where is this guy going? He's swinging around. See, they're spacing. This is why they need to space out more, because Auntie, I think this is Auntie, yeah, was trying to move right. Ran into Pogo, who looks like he might be hit. He needs to probably get to cover and bandage. He gets dropped. Where'd that M2 go? You're just being stupid. Cool. Trying to send that after him. But I do love how these guys are already hugging walls and they are waiting for these guys to come in. Contact's been broken. You can assume that these guys have some sort of communication. They're sending Sniper Wolf on point. He's dropping a few guys. That's good. You need to stop. You're the warlord here. You're important. Here, I'm probably going to ace surrender him. Alright, looks like contact's being broken here. They fucked up this car. It's starting to smoke. It might cook off. Ace, where's my surrender command? And that just made, okay. Sometimes it breaks my interface for a moment. Just gotta hit backspace twice. These guys need to keep fucking moving. They are taking light fire here. And they're doing jack shit about it. Like, are you guys... Do you want a death wish? Move. The fuck do you have this vehicle just parked right there? Ah, and these guys are getting mowed down. But honestly, that shouldn't happen. They have a car parked right at a perfect firing angle. That would have taken an RPG shot if this was more realistic. Anyway, these guys have cleaned up house more or less. We've got more enemy units coming in. They've done a pretty good job. It looks like they've actually found this and they're trying to line themselves up to take it. Here, I'm trying to get a shot. Gonna hit it again. You gonna react? You're just gonna keep it there? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that one was fucking short. These guys are just out in the open. Why would you park a car out in the fucking open like that? This RPG took a fire, so we do have a few men down in the back. It's because you stopped right. This I'm okay with partially. Sure, it was outflanked. Sure, they killed me. But this vehicle, I don't know why it stayed out here. Minding... fucking doing jack shit. Sniper Wolf took a bullet, but they were able to take care of him very quickly. They're doing really well to pull 360 for themselves. Pogo's still watching this flank. They're doing a very good job. This is what's expected of Tier 3. Fatal Funnel coming in, and Bill is just cleaning them up. Who was watching Bill's flank? Rhett? Emb? Bill had to save himself there. Let me give this guy more fucking ammo. We all know what's gonna happen. No, I didn't mean to drop you. For fuck's sake, just give me my RPG. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Get on his 50 cal. We're gonna send that after Tier 2. Tier 3, they're lining up, slowly prying into this area, watching all their sectors. Look at this, though. Oh, I thought he went down for a second, but he should be over here watching right to let Auntie watch that direction. Bill should be watching their rear, but Ambiguous was watching left. That's very good to see, and Sniper Wolf is just prodding in, making sure this area is clear for them to move on, because this is a fucking maze. Are you for real? That's Gaming was killed. Let's take a look at some of the bodies here. Start some deleting. I gotta make sure I don't delete the Warlord. So he's by himself. So Rut, he took some flank fire over here. Taking some additional fire over here. Here's the issue. They're gonna think this spot's clear. Ow. Someone ran up on my left. People running through right there. It's like they abandoned that Vic. Here comes that 50.
Everybody except the gunner and driver and the medic.
This is High Command to Tier 2. Remember not to use side chat. I don't think I got anyone with that grenade. I think they were able to pull themselves back. They've got a few wounded, but this is where they need to be, and that's the intel they need to take. They're still doing a really good job pulling 360 around here. Why are they using red smoke? That is not a good smoke color to use, because that means enemy, and that usually also calls in artillery strikes and air support. So tier 2, they're inching around the edge of the AO. Little tight niche spacing here, but they shouldn't be medicing on the front line. They should be trying to pull back and get with others. But then again, where's the front? This is just a giant fucking maze. This is why I like Fallujah. They're pushing up block by block. I think Pogo's gonna go first. Nope, they're sending Rut first again. There's the laptop. Sniper Wolf, he's running up.
Move up. Move up to the...
This is high command to tier 3. Do you copy?
Tier 3 copies.
Roger, what's the status on your objective?
Currently captured.
Copy that. RTB, and I will give you a new objective.
Solid copy.
If Naf's talks inside again, I'm just going to kill him off. I won't Zeus drag. I'll get a unit, and I'll prioritize him. What's his profile here? Naf's has this backpack, tan gun, easy. They fucking wrecked this AO though. I would say it's a bit too easy for him. Then again, close quarters, these guys can really fucking excel. It's the longer ranges that tend to get them sometimes. But so far, this has been doing very, very well. Then we can just delete the bodies outside of their field of view. And they can move on. But I'm assuming I'm going to have tier 3 probably come in. Take these groups out. Ammo cache. Who the fuck marked that as an ammo cache? Tier 3 was just there. But the tier 2 guys don't know that. They just see a camo net. But they have no reason to know why. Ain't that just perfect? So tier 2, their objective remains. They're being all tactical and cool outside of the AO. So, good for them. They have improperly marked that ammo cache. So they might cut through right here. Not doing what they're able to do. But of course tier 3 finishes first. Not in a bad way. Alright, you're not peering enough to see the additional contacts. Prioritizing the frickin' anti-tank gunner, that's smart. But they're still pushing through, so I'm going to spawn in some additional reinforcements to push into this AO. 3 squads of 8 should not be difficult. And they're going to prioritize around these ammo caches. And then we'll send them in accordingly. We might actually have time for a second integrated op, or I might just be creating more ops as things go on. They're going to grab everybody and they're going to RTB and redeploy. I'm actually going to expand the op a bit.
User left your channel.
Yeah, we'll put you in here.
User joined your channel.
A rifle squad there. Is my garrison here? Damn. Oh. Oh, wait, it is. Fuck yeah. Cool. These guys are being sent in over here. I'm going to surrender you. This can be our next objective. Tier 2 is starting to move in. Tier 3 is starting RTB. I can juke you. That's a headshot. That's another headshot. I can get very evil with my angles here. Why are you wiggling? Oh, you got phased into the fucking building again. Cool. Got a shot on his chest, but guys are moving up a bit more uniform. They're taking out more of these guys. I mean, from here, they might even be able to see the second fucking cache.
The laptop, sir.
Great.
In my pocket here.
Great, I'll just take that. Wonderful.
A role play, such epic.
Yeah, such amazing. Much wow. Alright, you guys want something tougher?
How is tier 2 faring?
Let's not talk about tier 2. Alright, if you open your maps and you look a little north of the AO you just hit, specifically at the word Sin A, if you look towards the right of it, specifically at grid 055930, in that open area, we believe there's another local warlord that I would like you to take out. He is heavily defended with infantry, both garrisoned and roaming patrols. Feel free to get your drone up. But he is in one of those isolated buildings by himself. If Tier 2 decides to stop lollygagging and leaving their vehicles in easily RPGable spots, maybe I'll come and have him help you. Maybe.
But they aren't supposed to know we're here.
Well, they don't have to know you're here. But that's your new objective.
If they don't know we're here, they're gonna shoot us, right?
They're gonna shoot us if they help us. So
I will radio in if you guys get close to each other and say there are friendlies in the AO to try to prevent that.
Okay.
Probably still shoot us.
Alright, I'm inspecting.
Hey, bro. Fucked up your wheels. How do you like that? Me dodging your responsibilities. What looks like a car 95, yep.
Can we just self-pack?
That's the Middle East for you.
Command?
I can pack you.
Repeat,
Oh no, Rucker can pack.
or
Never mind.
fucking say again.
We can all pack.
Oh, we can
I
all
got a
pack.
package just in case.
Yep.
You can, so all tier 3 slots are medical and available to pack, just, that's for you to prioritize your role.
Mhm.
Since you all should
obviously.
know how to fucking do medical.
Wait, we're supposed
Just
to know medical?
Auntie.
You're not packed yet, though. Calm down, soldier.
You get shot in the fucking face.
User left your
Because
channel.
that's how you get shot in the
Can't shoot,
fucking
but you
face.
can't catch.
Dick.
You can't.
Oh wait, I need
Doing
10 times
friendly dance.
magnification to actually see your dick.
The insults.
What up and all that jazz?
Packing onto
Hello! You seem to have caught me while I was reloading. Did they put a charge down on this cache? They did. Cool.
I threw literally like a small puff.
It's a lot of ammo.
It wasn't anything. It was pathetic.
Disappointing.
But we have reinforcements trickling in. A few more dead bodies to delete.
Well, I suppose we don't need to reload the MRAPs.
Alright. So looks like they're pulling back now since they have one wee little charge for this cache. It's kind of weak. Prioritize deleting a few of the bodies. And we'll have Tier 3 be redeployed to this area. We'll probably keep this charade going for another 2 hours. There's the charge. Good effect. There she goes. Boom, baby. Well, they got one of their caches. Let's start prepping the next objective as well.
All set up. منتظر دستورم. آماده دستورم. آماده دستورم. آماده‌ام. دارم میام. دارم میام.
40 mic goes out. We have a lot of reinforcements coming into play for this second objective. Still got this garrison group right here chilling. Gonna delete you because you're kind of done. I have no idea where he's suppressing. Down that way maybe? I just saw a body drop. Yep. Getting down to do that bipod. Very cool. Yes, Nightbot is equally loving. And Tier 3 is already deployed in their second AO. Looks like they're going to get a spot over here or here maybe. Their drone's already moved up. They know exactly what they're doing. Now it's just up to tier 2. After each completed objective, tier 2 and tier 3 can RTB, pick up somebody, and move out. If I see anyone trying to run out of base, they're going to step on an IED. How about that? We might see some IED action in that case. But if you die, it'll be talked about in debrief. They've done a pretty good job. They've cleared out most of the other ammo cache from afar, so they should at least have a sense of where it is. They can see these guys. They should be able to see fucking big-ass cache in the corner. Now the question is, are they going to re-push in territory that just was reclaimed by the enemy, or are they going to choose an alternate route that might be easier for them? So here's the deal right now. There are a few tier 1s in here, but that's because they've been specifically selected by a few tier 5 personnel for additional training. You could be, not really training, but more so just to show what they've got. We do get a few guys that we usually put straight to tier 2 as quickly as we can, because they're more of the realism milsim guys that prefer the first person realistic combat like this. And we just want to, we have a system that everyone has to follow, but we understand that some players already have a shit ton of experience. This is nice 360 here. And based on that, we just try to get them up to where they want to be as quickly as we can. Oh, apparently my tax return just came in. Cool. Took them long enough. Oh, I see him. Was wondering. Is my hip fire good enough yet, senpai? He even walked away because he knew it was me. My hip fire has become scary. Oh, I got a weapon jam. Fuck me. This is a fucking AK. How does it jam? These things were built not to jam. I will suppress your ass. Even though you have the fucking light machine gun, I've got the AK. And clearly, that's the better choice. Oh, I guess the bot left you. I'm sorry. The bot can only do specific commands every so often. Look at this. We got some of these guys now getting into buildings. Kinda. Oh my god, they're forming the Habib duo. This is a very rare sighting. Oh, it already left. I was getting excited there. I thought, holy crap, it's gonna be the dual Habib group. But nope. It's like they decided it wasn't worth it. Looks like they're just parting ways. That's a shame.
User joined your channel.
Tier 3, looks like they're redeploying. They're picking a further spot. You could have drawn a bit closer, but then again, yeah, they could have cut through. There's a few buildings for cover, but it's better to be more distant and risk it if you get closer. So I can understand why they pick a further spot. Also, it gives whoever picked their fucking marksman, frickin' Auntie has gone with marksman again. But this is some prime real estate for her to pick off some of those sentries. A lot of them. This is where the marksman counts, when you have to deal with a few blocks of open area. So she could easily clean up. I think everyone here is a fucking target. Yeah, she could kill an entire fucking squad by herself. Nice. These guys are all pushing around. Looks like one of the two Habib twins has died. It's a shame. Gonna do another quick body clean up. I'm not gonna delete the ammo cache because that can be a bit glitchy. Also, this civilian can go bye-bye now. We don't need him anymore. There's a lot of fire coming in. They're starting to engage this northern AO, which I did not mean for them to take. But their objective is within this area. And they might be having a small issue of 360 here in a second, because we got another team moving in. If they're all watching north, this is not going to go well. He just threw something. It's a frag. It hurt the wheel, but it's still okay. They're backing up. Almost ran Nafs over. Hope he was yelling. Smoke's now being deployed from this AO. Going to quickly see what vehicle assets we have. It's meant to be like a BTR staging, whatever. That would be their next target. And the reason they can't use them is because they're quote-unquote damaged. Okay, we have an AT specialist coming close, and they're all at a gas station. Oh, guys. That is such a tactical flaw. If this guy actually decides to pull out his RPG and aim around, he could hit the gas station and kill them all. Which I'm totally not trying to incite here. Oh my god. He was recently down. This... I want a boom. What'll make you boom? You never, ever take cover at a gas station because boom. I can't do anything to incite it though. Looks like they've been moving up slowly, making sure that they aren't in enemy territory, but they've sighted that group, and I'm pretty sure they're going to line onto you, probably on a roof to take them all out. Easy as that. Tier 2 still moving down the block. They're staying on their patrol route. They've gotten a few kills. They've shook this patrol over here. And doing a pretty good job. Good to see. He's just circling the lamppost. Risky. I guess it's only explosives that cook these puppies off, but that's good that I think it was Demicus who went down right here, who's right now being bandaged by Andrew. It's good that he shot that guy, because if he came closer down, tried to get his RPG out, would have cooked off the station. Very risky, very stupid. Looking at the map breakdown, they're still moving in. They've got that to do. These guys, they're moving up building to building, trying to get closer to that group. Alright, it's doable. Let's do another body cleanup here. Keep the frames okay. That's too much. Gotta delete them in chunks. You don't want to overload the server. That should be good. Dumbass just runs out. These guys need not forget their original objective. Some of these guys are crewing the BTRs just to get in the turrets. They just need to get to that second ammo cache and destroy it. That'll cause some of these AI to pull back. Tier 3 still advancing. Looks like they're going to get up to this district and then engage a bit closer. Maybe they'll leave Auntie behind. Nope. Alright. I would have definitely left Auntie behind to at least take out this squad. That gives you such an opening. What I'd do is then I'd have my tier 3 guys here. I'd have Auntie behind. Auntie would fucking wreck this garrison. And then I'd rush my guys in. Take this compound because it's clear where the fucking warlord's hiding. If he's got armed guards around him. Run in, kill everyone in this compound, get out, objective done. You don't even have to touch these other groups. Tier 3 still rolling out here. I'm gonna go shoot out their fucking wheel again. Ow! That was a 40 mic that went right over my head and made my head go kablooey. Painful, painful world we live in. So far, so good. Are they really going to this other area here? I mean, this has been taken. More or less. We can just go to favorites. Let's see, we'll have another rifle team. We'll put them back over here and we'll send them in. Because I think they think this is the other area of the cache, yet they are so fucking close to it. Yet so far. This is a bit of openness. I mean, they're trying to kill that one guy. This is a small checkpoint right here. Shakespeare goes down, wakes back up. This is advanced medical, so they have a lot less of a likelihood to wake back up on specific hits. This is High Command to Tier 2. What is your status?
We are moving along north side of the area of operations to clear out the camo cache that is to our east.
Solid copy, Tier 2. Continue on. They think the fucking cache is under these nets. I don't get how they could engage the infantry on here, kill them all, but not spot the fucking cache. Were they not looking? Were they fucking blind today? I don't really get it. Because they killed everyone on that garrison. Ah, for fuck's sake. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ungarrison a few of these groups and have them come around. So... God, this music's fitting with this scenario too, because I'm just like, what the fuck is that player base doing? So we're going to send them up to help defend this cache. Tier 3 lining themselves up. Looks like they're just going to... Everyone breach that compound. Kill them. Looks like Tier 2 has also been helping clean up some of this AO. Hopefully we won't have any friendly fire incidents. But I'm sending this group up to defend this area because they think that's an area, and I want to at least have some enemy forces back in there. symbolize that. So they're done with you, they're done with you, you, and you. Alright. Alright. Tier 3 are getting awfully close. Here's the other issue, though. This tree is going to work in the advantage of the AI. They're going to be able to spot through that tree. The player base is not. This is a kill zone. We also have a single roaming infantryman right there. Not good. Not good at all. Just gonna put you guys smack dab in the middle. We'll make a file. So hopefully that'll like line them up like this. These guys, there's no fucking cache there. That was tier 3's objective, but they don't know that. I can't spawn in go. Frames are very, very hard to manage on Fallujah. If I could, I'd have civilians down, and then we'd do fun things like goats. However, I need to consolidate frames, because this is a very frames-heavy map, because this is essentially one giant-ass city. Can you feel the fucking frames when I do this? This is at like 20, because all these little icons I gotta load on the map. It's a tough thing to Zeus. But I'm trying to show off that I can not only do it, but I can have these guys have a good time.
High Command, this is Tier 3.
This is High Command, send your traffic Tier 3.
Confirm we are to eliminate the target.
That is affirmative. You are to eliminate the Warlord target.
Copy that.
Good for confirmation. Oh man. This is actually kind of cool. This is like RTS level shit. Frickin' SATCOM feed level shit. 8-man patrol running up. Here we go. Now we get a nice instance of CQB right here. Ow. I saw a bit of my brain right there that was low textured. Okay. Okay. Shakespeare gets kablooied. Because they put a fucking vehicle in a frickin' tight fucking compound. Is that smart? That was just asking for it. To be perfectly honest. No, you don't bring them into the fucking... You keep them on the road, or you... Kablooey! Fucking kablooey. Kablooey them all to hell. Here, actually, I'm gonna ungarrison this group. Send them up. Where have they specifically marked the cache? They've marked it down here. I'm hoping someone sees this camo net and sees that the fucking note. Anyway, Tier 3, why was I worried? They already cleaned up that entire fucking garrison and they're picking off the targets by the Warlord here. Gonna ungarrison this group. Have them run up to cover. Ah, no one's gonna spot that? Here, I gotta cheat. It's not cheating, it's a feature. Pick up the intel. Oh, you guys are killing me. Okay, fine. I'm trying to help. That'll tell you that tier 3 was here, meaning tier 3's objective was here, but none of my business. You people can keep wasting the other tier 2 members' time. I still don't fucking understand how you can mow down guys right next to this cache, but not see the cache. You can see the smaller individuals. There was one standing right here. Within a meter. You can see by the fucking bloodstain. God, these guys. Fuck it. If they radio into me, I'm just gonna say, you're idiots. So tier 3 here, pulling 360. Basically doing everything right at this rate. I've got nothing else to say. We got a few guys looking around because they're suppressed. These tracers might give them away to the AI, but then again, they don't react to tracers. Here, I'm going to quickly arsenal him, make him look more realistic. Just give him a lightning strike. Yeah, literally. I got to make this guy look official. Is that official enough? That should be official enough. Yeah. Yeah, congrats, you found a camo net. Where's the ammo cache? That's a good question. I have no idea. I mean, it's not like you saw it earlier and killed everyone around it, but it's none of my business. I'm starting to breach in and breach around. Here, I'm gonna have a bit of fun. Check yourself before you Shrek yourself. Ow. I think that was Sniper Wolf. Come on, if he was acting sporadically, trying to get away, there might be a reason. There might be a reason, guys. I'm testing your common sense here. Sniper Wolf, he's gonna run up